Welcome. In this module, we're going to talk about cybersecurity maturity matrix, and this is the final and the top layer, which is the culmination of the cybersecurity maturity matrix. Layer 6, which we call secured. Let's take a look. So in this cybersecurity maturity matrix, as you recall, there are 6 levels: foundation, fundamentals, hardened, protected, monitored, and finally the secured layer. So the cybersecurity maturity matrix, as we have discussed, is designed to implement security in a specific model, which is sequential, proactive, and structured, and is designed to categorize security and to make the implementation of security consistent. In cybersecurity maturity matrix layer 6, we have 4 controls or 4 activities: threat simulation, threat protection, security orchestration, automation, and incident response, and finally red team penetration testing. 6.1, threat simulation. Now, a platform such as Red Wolf Security, go and have a look at this wonderful solution which is available from Red Wolf Security. This provides security testing, which is both malware testing and device configuration testing, for example. How to test if a firewall or a web application firewall antivirus has even been configured properly. But it provides a range of tests to simulate an attack and to detect if the security devices are functioning properly. It performs security testing, load testing, and DDoS testing. And this is ideal to detect misconfigured security devices and also to gauge the incident response, and it can be used as a red team platform as well. 6.2 is threat protection. Now, this is very interesting. Various threat protection solutions are out there in the market. The best solutions will map to the vulnerability condition of your IT assets. An example is Qualys Threat Protect, for example. And the way that this works is that Qualys is already aware, because you've run the Qualys scan on the IT assets, it's already aware which of your IT assets have which vulnerabilities and how many, and what is the criticality, high, medium, low, of those vulnerabilities. And then whenever there's a new, with the help of threat intelligence, whenever there are new threats which come up, it will actually tell you and help to prioritize which of those assets, based on what your patching condition is. It will tell you that in your entire enterprise, which are the highest and the most serious risks based on the new threats and the new vulnerabilities that have been announced. So this helps to pinpoint most critical assets and also to prioritize patching with the help of the threat intelligence as well. Now, continuing, Qualys Threat Protection Live Threat Intelligence feed displays the latest vulnerability disclosures and maps them to your impacted IT assets. You can see the number of assets affected by each threat and drill down into the asset details. And this is what we really call threat protection. So the third control is security orchestration, automation, and incident response. And this is, for example, a solution such as Cybersecurity, which provides security orchestration, automation, and incident response. And from triaging, which is actually classifying what the incident is about and investigating alerts, to collaboration and remediation between team members, Cybersecurity solution, for example, this is a world-class solution, takes your security operation team to the next level. Now, this is really a layer which sits on top of the CM, because the CM takes alerts and converts those into real events. But the problem is that there are now too many events as well, which have been, all of those events which have shown up on the dashboard of the CM solution, they may be in dozens or hundreds, and the security orchestration, automation, and incident response actually sits on top of the CM, and it brings through artificial intelligence and machine learning, and with playbooks, it helps you to categorize, drill down, and with incident response, and will help you to in your SOC in order to run the SOC in a more effective and practical manner. Finally, we have the red team penetration testing, and this is the final control in the cybersecurity maturity matrix and sits at the top right at the top of the cybersecurity maturity matrix. We started the journey right at bottom on layer 1 through the licensed operating system, and the final control right on top is the red team penetration test. And in between, there are 6 layers of the cybersecurity maturity matrix. The red team penetration test consists of activity where there's a red team, attacker team, and a blue team, which is the defense team. So there's an attack and defense simulation going on, and this is done continuously to find holes in the security defenses, to uncover security vulnerabilities before hackers exploit them. So the penetration test is an activity which is done, but the red team takes the penetration testing to a next level, and they usually use other mechanisms like security engineering, social engineering, for example, as well. Other than pen testing, it could use other mechanisms, and the red team penetration test is designed so that you can work in an attack and defense mechanism, and the organization can actually, through a continuous penetration test or a red team penetration test, detect the vulnerabilities before the hackers do, because the hackers are probably working on finding the vulnerabilities. So the organization should also work on finding the vulnerabilities so that the hackers cannot exploit them. So that was the entire cybersecurity maturity matrix. It's an excellent framework designed to implement security in a structured, proactive, and sequential manner, so that security is implemented in a consistent mechanism in the form of so that it becomes a standard. We hope that you will go out and you will implement the cybersecurity maturity matrix. Thank you.